And then what I'll do here is I probably want to create some drainage thing going on back here. So I want to make sure that my water back here is going to drain out this way and drain out this way. So that tells me in order for me to accomplish this task, somewhere along in here, I'm going to have to create some sort of high point thing going on. So I've got to make these contours behave in such a way where the water will drain this way. So I'll probably have to take a contour and wrap it around here like this. Take another contour, do one of these numbers like this. This is what it's going to look like. So I'm just trying to visualize what this is going to look like to create this little drainage area back here. So I need to create a situation that kind of looks like that. I'm going to just do it with these two contours only. So that's what I'm kind of visualizing going on back here to get water to behave the way that I want it to. So I'm going to start with this higher one because this is going to kind of start the motion of that. So I'm going to do another P line again and do end so I can snap to the end of something on this line. And right now I'm just going to rough it in. I'm going to have to do some major tweaking to it. So I'm just really roughly sketching in what I think this is probably going to look like. See, right now it's really kind of kindergarten looking. Alright, so now I'm going to go in here and I'm going to fine tune this. And I need to have some room for this contour, so I'm going to say it's probably going to go maybe back here like this. So I need to scoot this in quite a ways. So maybe I start over here. Come down here. There's several ways that people handle the drainage back here. This is just the way that I usually do it. So if you want to invent a way, you're more than welcome to. That's what I usually do around my house as well. Create a little bit of, it's not a dramatic swell. It's just enough there to tell water where to go. So it doesn't drain into the back of your house. And that way your foundation wall isn't always soaking wet. Okay. And then I need to do something very similar to this side too. And I'm creating this huge space between there because I know that I have to still do my... So one more contour here that needs to wrap around there. I need to add some vertices in here. Trying to get this more parallel with the back of this wall. So it needs to be something maybe like that. Just need to get this side to conform a little bit better. Maybe I move this in just a little bit more. So it kind of looks like a, I don't know, a weird shaped mushroom back in here. It's pretty close. So I'm going to use that trim command again. And I'm going to trim this part out. I'm going to move this to my major, do another P edit, join this one with that one, and now it's one huge thing. I notice it's kind of segmenty over here, so I'm probably going to want to play with that a little bit more, but what I really want to do right now is work on this thing over here. We'll move this contour back some, so I'm going to do another polyline, and then do another end over here. And maybe I want this one to be a little bit closer to that other contour line. Do an end over here. Let me just do a trim before I do too much more with that. Do another trim. Alright, so let me move this to the same layer. And then do another P edit. I'm going to do a join. Alright, so now I have the ability to move this back some. So it looks a little bit better. And over here, I could probably do some more with this to make it look more like the other side. Doesn't have to look perfectly like the other side. We're just concerned about drainage, so it doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm just moving this back some. The other thing you want to do if you want to make it perfectly symmetrical is just to mirror the shape of the other side, but I'm not going to do that for this. Let's see. Am I going to be able to get drainage over here? Looks pretty good over here. It's just a little bit tight. Alright, so I need to do the same thing with this contour, except this contour is going to have to move back here, and then we'll have some sort of drainage thing going on here. It'll come around here and go all the way around to here. So let me just draw that real quick on here just so we can visualize what this is going to look like. So this contour is going to kind of come back here like this. And then we'll have it loop around there. Come around there. Same thing over here. Maybe I'll tighten this up a little bit more over here. And then it'll tie back to existing like that. And by doing that, my goal here, what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to get the water to go away from the building. So when it comes down this hill, it should immediately hit this little channel here and drain out that way. Alright, so let me try to do that now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use P-line again. And I need to snap to something, so over here I'm going to do an end because I want to snap to this contour so I can pick up that elevation. And now I'm just going to really roughly sketch this in, because remember we can go back in and we can tweak our contours to make it look the way that we want it to look. Just trying to make this contour occur in between these two. And I may end up having to tweak this thing some more. Okay, like that, it's pretty close. And have it snap to the end point of something over here, like that. Now I'm going to use the trim command. Trim off the stuff I don't want. That one's already segmented off. Click on that one, choose delete. And then I'm going to move this to the same layer. And then I'm going to go in here and do another P edit. I want to join these together. So I'm working with the hole in that pieces. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in here and just like I've done before. Looks like I need to P edit that one too. I'm just going to go in here and just tweak these vertices and get them the way that I want them to. We have to do some more trimming and more proposed line drawing to get this the way that I want it to be. So it's just, from this point on, it's just a matter of tweaking it until you get it the way that you like.